show you. So for this, like you have to, I have already created a pipe. If you zoom in, just see, there's nothing special about it. But I'll show you how to create the model and how to plan it. But okay, Maya. Okay, let's open Max. I'll keep it here as of now. Max is opening. Just give me a second. I'll keep ready everything. So, like for to create anything like spline modeling, in like it's not modeling basically. It's just a one model, spline model. It can be complex. You can use multiple models also. So I'll show you a process where you have a parameter where you can use the same blueprint for multiple models. Like because, I can show you one like how to use one asset with blueprint, but I'll show you a basic some simple. I added a simple parameter there so that I can switch my model. Suppose because we have lots of where there, lots of pipes there, and variety of pipes. So to create that, the easiest process will be if I create one blueprint where I can switch my models. That will be really easy for me. I can use one blueprint, call it, and replace the model only. So that will be highly optimized, and it will save a lot of time. Rather, we have to create multiple blueprints and multiple things we have to do again and again. So that will save a lot of time for us. And one more thing, for to before importing to Unreal, try before duplicating any modular piece, please unwrap it and then duplicate it, and then import and then duplicate. Otherwise, it will increase your UV time and everything like immensely. It will be very difficult to finish then. So make sure before duplicating any of the modular piece, make sure to UV it properly and unwrap, pack it nicely, then import it in Unreal, then duplicate. Okay, let's start our system. Oh, just give me a second. I'll just close Maya. So one thing, like to use anything with spline, you have to create a base base pipe. Pipe can be designer as in can have lots of detail in it. Can be a simple flat pipe or anything. So just give me a second. I'll open our scene, and from our scene, I'll convert these things because those things are already ready. Instead of like recreating everything for U4, unhide all. So, okay, this is the shell. Okay, let's see what can be done. Okay, that orange pipe, I guess I have deleted from here. Okay, okay, anyways, I'll take a new. No, I do it here only directly. That will be much easier. Oh, it's there. Oh, thank God. Unhide, sorry, hide, unselected. Everything is unselected. So, it can be any orientation. It can be in Y direction, Z direction, X direction, your model. But make sure it's on grid 0, 0. That is the only constraint. Make sure it should be like that, like this. So I usually prefer it to create, I'll make it 90, perfect 90. Place it in the center. So right now I can see it's not perfectly straight. I go to left view, and this is something I use, bend it with the help of FFD. Polygons 3 by 3. This should work. It's not correct. Okay. Another FFP 4 by 4 collapse all. Left, push it down, make it flat. Like suppose like we have this kind of pipe, right? So that's why I'm showing you this kind of stuff. Either okay. You can have a simple pipe also. Simple. Okay, let's start with a simple pipe. Then I'll show you how to replace this. That will be much easier to understand. Perspective. I'll just simply height selection, cylinder, create a pipe, polygon, or undo. Because whenever you create a pipe, because it's using a line and creating the entire section, you need all those horizontal lines to create a smooth pipe. So you have to increase those sections. So keep it 8 or 9, like, or maybe you can create a smaller section. So just try to create a one section, one solid section. That orange pipe is just like I created one solid full section. Like that, create a one full section, and most of the pipes are like this kind of a flat surface, and they have this thing. They have those joining points. So modeling, quickly added one here, added one here, polygon, sorry, yes, minus six. Then extrude, normal, too much, subtle difference, like basic, very simple basic pipe, nothing fancy about it. Polygon. So whenever you create any pipe, make sure it have multiple loops in the center. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to manage because spline, like a spline, you need to have polygons. So, and this is the only model you are creating, and rest everything is duplicating within Unreal automatically. You are not doing anything. So make sure that you have different amount of polygons for smooth bend, smooth shape. And then UV, okay, UV editor, almost this is clean. So what I can do, polygon, select this one, right click, break, keep them separate. Rest everything is nice, clean, and I have this clean scene one side, right? So it's like by default, basic shapes are already unwrapped. Right click, relax, relax it. Everything is nicely relaxed. Like these two, relax. This is like a collapse. So as of now, I'm not doing anything. So this is something you guys know already. So that is, I'll try to pack everything nicely. And these two parts are not visible. So what I'll do, I'll select these two and use the file, scale it down, no rescale, select everything, undo, undo. See, everything fits in this surface. Then I'll make sure there's no, it's okay, it's something I don't like. Set, set. And this side is clean. It's all clean. UV is clean. Model is clean. Done. So one thing, it should be on grid 0, 0. Pivot should be on the grid 0, 0, not in the center. Like these are the basic rule. Like make sure don't mess up this thing. Pivot should be on the grid 0, 0. Model should be snapped to grid 0, 0. Orientation can be XYZ of the model any way. That's totally fine. So then select, like you have that option in Unreal to change it. So don't worry. So create a model, decent amount of polygons from all the directions. So when you repeat it, it doesn't like have that faceted angular shape. It have a smooth transition. Select this, export, selected, desktop 5. Oh, I have created already 15502. Name it 502. Done. Then go to engine. This is my right click, import your model, desktop 502, and this is already like converted everything. It's fine. So no need to convert everything. Import. So you have this file, open and check. Nice, clean. Let me check if there any pipe material. No, there's no. Oh, sorry, not here. Okay, let me check some material. Maybe I have some basic, because with basic starter content, it should have some basic material. Mm, so this is wooden, steel, steel is there, stone is there. Cop. Okay, let's see. Okay, for like just for this thing, I'm just copying this material. Copy, switch off, save all, save, open this and apply this. I'll just check if material have some parameters and all. Okay. Select this, go to pipe, apply this. So you can see, like we said, okay, pipe. Okay, like some detail and all. So like for our scene, we have to create a texture, proper texture and everything. This is just I'm using a direct random some materials that are already available in Unreal just to show you guys. So I have created a this thing already a spline. I'll show you. Sorry, this thing. Oh, so I'll just show you the basic like how it works. Then I'll show you the how to create that. So spline, okay, drag, drop. Yeah. So if you can see, there's nothing. It's empty. There's G. You can see it says spline and there's the actor. Nothing else is there. It's a blueprint actor basically. So if you select this, you can see a static image is showing none because nothing is applied here. The moment I select our model, I just selected my model and placed it. You can see, moment I placed it, it created this model here, but it's all stretched because my model is facing Z direction, but here it actually is X. So I'll just convert this to Z direction. Instantly, you can see the model is all clean. Why it's not showing texture? What happened? What happened here suddenly? Sorry. Let it go. So it starts from this direction. Angle is on 90. Select the vertex W. You can press Alt and drag. Alt and drag. If you want to bend it, you can bend it. And like move up, down, and you find suppose for this kind of structure, precision maps are best. And then what I'll do is extend this further, but you can see it stretches. Right click here, add a spline point. It will create another point. It will repeat again. Like this, creating this pipe, all these pipes where everything creates very nicely, very efficiently. I don't know why this texture is not visible. Why? What happened here? Why this texture is not visible? Is something more correct only? Oh, finally changed. I don't know. You can see the all texture, everything is here, and you can create this entire pipe like this. So previously, just now I created one more pipe, right? So unhide all, select the shape, right click, unhide, hide, unselected this one. This is like I just like modified it, but make sure it's completely straight and clean. Post selected, 5, 3. Go to your content browser, right click, import, 5, 3, import. Select this. If you want to apply the same material, you can apply. So it's like it looks nice and everything is visible. You can apply that orange texture. That's fine. Save it, close it, save all, save all. Okay. So now I have this pipe. Suppose I want to change this pipe to this one. I select the pipe and replace it. See, instantly it takes the exact same path, everything, and repeats nicely everywhere. So everything is highly optimized. So if I check my FPS, you see still 100, more than 100 FPS. It's clean, nice, and easiest way to do it. So now, how to create this blueprint? So I'll show you. Let's save it. Right click. So blueprint is basically is visual scripting. So basically, if you understand the process, like what you are doing, you can do it very easily, and it's not very difficult because what we are doing right now is very simple, very simple and direct, to the point. There's nothing, no complication, no complicated notes, nothing. Just you have to pay attention, and you have to practice it. Once you practice, it becomes very easy. If you don't practice, it will be like a nightmare. You won't be able, no matter what you do, you won't be able to understand. So make sure practice it and learn it, and because like if creating environment with the help of this, it will be very easy. So let's go start with this. Right click, blueprint class. You can see right click, blueprint class. Select blueprint class. So you can see there are lots of actors are there: scene component, actor component, game mode base. Basically, with blueprint, you can modify everything. Pawn is basically your that pawn your characters, actors, player control, game base, mode base. Everything is there. All classes if you open, you can see the entire everything available in this blueprint. But these are the popular one we usually use. So for this, we're going to use the actor. Actor is basically like we use a model or pre already ready something. We'll use that which will spawn our in our scene. So click on actor. So this is my character because the new blueprint will show. So we'll name it as spline. That's one 02 because I already have created one, so I can create one more. So save it. Yeah, this is your spline 502. So double click and open the spline 5. This is your window. When you open it, by default, this is your like you have model viewer, then you have those animation and all those things are separate windows. Similarly, for view for blueprint also you have a separate window altogether. Then to create your blueprint, what you have to do is like first in this scene, because it's a scene. Basically, you're not creating a program; you're creating a scene. That model will be part of your scene, so you have to create a scene. So what you have to do is add component. You have to add a component in this blueprint. Then type SCE like scene. You have to see scene utility. Click. You can name it as your like spline or just scene or like something relative. So you can just name it as spline scene or something that you can understand. Sorry, understand. Spline scene. Then this is you added a scene. But to create this, you have to because it's a spline blueprint. You have to add a spline also. Component spline. Just see, you have spline mesh. You have spline only. So you can add a spline. We're not adding a spline model here. We're adding a spline because we are going to model it in our level with the help of spline, right? So we have to add a spline, not a spline mesh. So this is my the basic setup is ready. So you can zoom out. Sorry, huh? You can see. Why is my mouse is not visible? One sec. Why it's not showing? What's coming now? Now you can see, right? So basically, you can see it's a spline, 2 points. Spline, you know, like one point to another point, one spline. And with the help of this, you can create complex shapes and everything. So this is your viewport where you can see everything. So we are creating a modular piece and modular this thing blueprint where we can replace our model in real time rather than creating a blueprint with like which is fixed to a particular model. So that's what my because in this particular scene we have a lot of meshes, a lot of pipes and wires what we need to reuse again and again. So if you create one blueprint where I have the option to switch between models, it will be very handy and easy for me. Okay, so this is my blueprint, this thing. Then to create my blueprint, because right now I just set my scene, but there's no function. There's no function, no script, nothing is there. So I'll go to construction script. Construction script where you're going to create your script. Script is coding, you know, and this is called visual coding, visual scripting. So everything you can see here as a dialog box, and you can create your entire scene very easily. This is your construction script node. You have your everything starts from this point, this construction script node for blueprint. So then so for this, like you need to have a spline. Like you are going to create a spline, so you can just simply drag, drop your spline. Left mouse button, click and drag. That's it. Nothing is fancy. Then click and drag. This is your spline. Then you are going to define all the functions, script, and all those things with the help of this spline. So this is this from this I need to generate spline one point to another point, right? So I'll just drag. There will be drag drop menu. So I'll type get number. You can see under this thing. spline get number of spline points. So it will give me this option so that I can alt and drag and create extend the spline basically. Without this, I won't be able to extend my spline. It's just a one point to another point. That's it. I want to extend that spline, so I have to add this function here. Otherwise, I won't be able to extend my spline. So that's why I'm adding this. You can see target is spline component. So it's basically targeting a spline component which is already available in the scene. So it will, with the help of this, I can extend basically. It's just a thing. It will extend your spline. That's the easiest way to understand. It will extend your spline. So add this get number of spline points. So it's basically it give you the functionality of adding more spline points. That's it. As simple as that. Then when you create a spline, going to create a spline or model, you're basically looping your model because you want to create the first spline, first model, point A to B. You're going to repeat that. You're going to loop it, right? Like point one, you're like you have this. Where is my this thing? This point of A to B. So you have this section, and you want to repeat it again. One to A to B, A to B, A to B. It's basically looping again and again, again. So I need to add a loop function here. So loop function I will add direct under construction script drag. Let's type for loop. So I can see here I have the option flow control. The flow, you can see it's very literal. Flow control. I'm going to like control my entire flow. How? With for loops. I'll click this. You can see it instantly create a loop. This dialog box where I have a start index, first index, last index. First index is basically from where it's going to like start and from where it's going to end, right? Start and end. So start is obviously 0 because this is something I guess you guys I have already explained in like environment 1. In Unreal, 0 means your starting point. Like suppose you have UV 0, that means your UV channel 1. If you have UV 1, that means UV channel 2. So its number is 0 is the starting point for Unreal. So, but for other software, it's 1. So now if you are going to start with this, so by default, this point will start with your point 1, A, B you already have. But if you want to end it at 0, like 0 to 1, right? So what you have to do is you have to minus 2 with this. So you'll get 0. It's math. It's purely math. You have A to B, then you'll get back to again 0. Then that means you have to minus 2 with this. Because it's starting from 0, so you have to go back to 0 once again. You have to minus 2, sorry, for this. Drag, then you can just press minus. So you can see under, under this thing, integer basically. Here you can have this is minus integer. Click this and make it 2. And connect this to your last index. It will basically reduce minus 2 with this. After finishing this loop, minus 0, again it becomes 0 basically. Loop it. Basically, it will loop. The loop that's it. To make it correct, I'll add this. So basic structure is like our structure loop is ready. Now you can see I haven't added any model here. There's no model here, nothing is there. So I need to add a model here right now. So you can see loop body, like what you want to loop basically. I haven't like mentioned or directed this this script towards my model. So I need to have a mesh here. Drag, leave it. It will this drop down menu you can see. Type add spline mesh. Add, you can see under rendering you have this option add spline mesh component, because now whatever you are looping it will render, right? So click on this. It will create this dialog box where you have a target, you have a manual attachment, and switch this thing on, because if you switch this thing on, you can have this option for apply a mesh. You can see static mesh, it's none, 0, nothing. Right now, I haven't mentioned anything here. So it's because I'm not going to mention, if I want to, suppose in my entire scene, only and only one line blueprint I'm using, so I can apply my model directly here and then complete my this entire loop. It will be very simple thing, but I want to create a this thing modular blueprint where I can use multiple meshes and repeat it in my scene. This is my basic structure. So right now I want, because I want to create use this thing, what do you call it, mesh, like modular mesh, like I have to replace meshes and all. So I add another function here. Click set static mesh. There's the option static. There is no static mesh. Huh. Under static mesh, you have set static mesh. It basically gives me the functionality to apply any mesh. So here under new mesh, you can see by default it's empty. I'll right click, promote to variable. Same thing when you create a material, we promote to uh, scalar parameter, right? We convert to a parameter basically. So exact same thing, I'm converting it to a parameter so that I can apply anything here. If I want, I can name it as thing F2. Sorry, here. Just see, if you the moment you generated this, under component will show and it is hidden. Switch it on, switch it on, and then F2 and rename it. Static mesh. So now you have a variable mesh, so you can replace your mesh again and again in this with the help of this property. Otherwise, you won't be able to replace your model. Otherwise, you have to apply your mesh directly in this component. Like, is it too complicated? Like, somebody say something. Okay, no answer. Amazing. So, okay. So, return value to target. Basically, we're going to, what is your target? This is my target. Okay. So after this thing, because this axis, you can see if I select my spline component, I have this forward axis, like which direction my model will extend. That forward axis, I can change it from here, or I can create another parameter for that and apply exact same process. I'll click here, execution from here, drop it, and set forward axis. Set forward axis and connect this to this. See, correct. Bring this one. Yeah, sorry. It should be these two connected, then these two connected, and this should connect to target. This target to connect should connect to here target. So because this is my target basically for this mesh, whatever mesh I'm applying, what is the forward axis for that? So for that, right click, promote to variable. Place it here, switch it on, should be visible. Right click, axis. So now you have set a mesh parameter where you can apply any mesh here. You have axis direction where you can define the direction X, Y, Z, any direction. It's clear. Then this component, this entire component, targeting my scene, right? So all the values like parent, everything will combine here. So for that, what I'll do, I'll attach this. Like I have to attach everything together, right? Attach all the components. Attach uh, components is scene. Okay. Default scene. Yeah. the thing. It should not have the ah, attached to component, target to actor. Sorry, it's wrong. It should not target to actor. It should target to component. Uh, attach. Target to component. This one. Attach component. Target to scene component because it's going to target my entire component, not my this thing, my scene. So target is this one only. Again, drag and paste to target. Then I have this parent. What is my parent? Parent is basically this spline is my parent because this is what is controlling everything. So I'll make it like this. Now see. So this entire attached component is ready. Now to define my start point and end point, I need to have a start and end. So what I'll do, I need to have a start and end. So set start where is my start and end? It should be under it should be there should be a start and end. Correctly. Change. Oh, my because that target. I have to select the target, then only get that. Right. Yeah. See, like if I selected this execution this thing, that's why I wasn't able to find it because it's showing only and only whatever nodes are like applicable to that function, that component to show those things only. So set start and end. It will we have the target and then connect this to execute to this execute. And now we have to see we have all these options: start, this position, start tangent, end position, end tangent. All these options we have. And like suppose you want to create a collision, you can like if you want to create a collision, you can just simply same thing, target, set collision enabled. You can select this and connect this to this. So suppose you're creating something like path, road, or some pathway, a stage, or anything with the help of spline. Like usually creating that, and you want that your players to work on that, you can use this set collision. Without collision, it won't work, right? So you have to create a collision. This is something like it's optional. If you want, you can keep it, or if you don't want, you can simply delete it. Works. Anyways, it will work for free. Yes.
Can I take a screenshot or can you?
If you want, I can send this thing. This thing. I'll send this
Okay,
thing.
sir.
That's totally fine. So, but
Sir,
practice
it
this
will
with
work
other.
with like for roads and all,
Yeah,
right?
it will work for roads, pipes, your pathway, your anything, like anything that you are going to use procedurally, like repeat again and again. Any, it will work for anything, like race track or anything you create, or a fence, or maybe your border, your anything you repeat multiple time in your scene.
Okay.
It will work for them. Okay, so you create something like distance and collision. You have to create so that you collect this character should collide with this thing object. Okay. Now this is like basic setup. If you are confused, you can see double line. You can move everything left right so that you can see overlapping very clearly all the connecting points. Okay. This is like basic setup if you are ready. But still you need to have start point and end point. Rest everything is you're ready. So to start your this thing, start point and end point, you need to define your this thing or controller for them. So you need to define a location, like position is spline a location, and your tangent. So right click, mm, get, I have get location. Okay. One sec. So from this index, from loop, because it's going to loop continuously. Now you can see previously we were focusing on mesh only. Now this loop, how this loop will work, start point, end point. That is something we have to define. Like we have defined, start from like A to B, then again start from A to B. But that position we need to define. So index, drag drop, get location. So we have get location, you can see spline location, and we have tangent. Both we have. This is my spline point. Then I need to have one more get tangent spline. This one. So you can see there are like two splines, but these two splines we don't need. We're going to use same spline, but everything should be connected to the same spline. This is ready. This is a start and a start position, your position, and a start this thing tangent. So tangent we have, position we have, and yes, it's ready. So we need now endpoint. So what I'll do, I'll just select these two. I'll get some tangent and location. So with tangent and location. Okay. On this. Yeah, this one. This is tangent. This is location. These two are connected. Line connected. I select these two. This is starting only. Control W, duplicate. Now will define our ending. So to define ending, we have to now previously we have added -2 to get back to our zero position. Now we're going to repeat one, so we have to add one. Like after finishing one A to B, we have to add another model. So we have to add it. Index, select, press plus. You can see click a plus, then plus one is default. Then connect this to your index and line to target, line to target. And this is something I have to assign here. This is very important step. If you miss it, your entire model, this entire thing won't work properly. These first two are basically start position and start tangent. end position, and tangent. This thing is ready. Save it and compile it. If you don't, until and unless you see this green tick mark and this compilation is done, it won't work. So compile it. Once you see this green tick mark, that means that everything, all coding, everything, entire scripting is correct, everything is ready, no error. So now you can see successful in 65 milliseconds. So it's ready. Then go back to content browser. You have this. Make sure save everything. Python 2. Now I'll go to my environment. So I'll just move this thing to another scene, another screen. I'll bring my line. It's empty. You can see this is my line 2, the same what I created just now. Now if I want to modify the model, I'll apply a model here. Direction for this was Z. 90 W, Alt and drag. What you use for duplicate basically. So now you have this thing, and I suppose you want to add one more blueprint. Drag, drop one more blueprint and apply another model Z. A mistake. Select this line. 90 degrees. Click on the point. You can define the, like you can see, you can squeeze it, elongate it. You can modify, rotate, you can create bend. The complex shape you can create very easily. You can see like there's little drop in FPS, but once you complete everything and bake everything, it will be fine. So like this, you can create all your pipes, all sort of pipes, all kind of design you can create very easily. And suppose you want to repeat something on this surface, like on top of this, you can simply like this thing, edit. You have a duplicate option, duplicate the slide, replace the model. You can do that also. So by this, like this, you can create this entire thing. So, and I'm using the latest version of Unreal 4.25 point something. So, if you don't have that, you won't be able to open this blueprint. So, I'll export this blueprint and you can just import it into your scene and check it and try to create this thing. It's very simple, very easy. It's not very complicated. You just have to practice once or twice and understand the functionality how blueprint works. It's visual scripting to understand language, like you have to loop it, like you have to connect one point to B point, then you have to duplicate, repeat, and then functionality, which direction and from where to start, where to end, all those things are there. You can create, and like this you can create all sort of pipes, everything very easily, and it will be highly optimized. So you can create this thing. So try this thing out. If you have any doubt, anything, you can ask me. I'll solve those things. But practice this thing. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to make you understand.
Sir,
Okay. Yeah.
sir, I have doubt in model.
What doubt? Tell me.
Can I share my screen?
Share.